Yeah, onto the actual challenge itself. So the idea is that this project's going to be for 3 months. So it's about 12 weeks, I think, roughly. And then do you want to kind of explain what you've got in store for me? Because whatever you say you want me to do over the 12 weeks, my plan is to listen to it almost religiously. Like, if you know anything that you want me to buy, anything that that I'll need to do at home, workout-wise, anything.
So obviously, we in this challenge we'll be in a gym. Mm-hmm. A gym is just equipped with certain weights, certain equipment that maybe you won't have at home. So maybe that'd be barbell with weights plates, certain dumbbells, and certain other equipment you might not have access to. So some of what you might be using down the line, you might not have access to at home. But even to begin with, when you first come in, so we're breaking it down into sort of 3-4 week chunks almost. The first 4 weeks, you might not be touching a huge amount of weights. A lot of it, as I mentioned there already, is body weight training. So press-ups and pull-ups. Pull-ups, I've already told Dan maybe to go away and get himself a pull-up bar at home. Yep. Very easy, very cheap. People are going, oh, why pull-ups? It's one of the best exercises for building muscle, for building strength out there. It's one of the best. So very cheap, buy a pull-up bar, hang it up between a door frame, hang it up on the wall, and you're set there ready. Then you have press-ups, again, no equipment required, and 1,000 variations you can do. You have things like crawling, again, that's more crawling, why would you do crawling? That's to teach the body how to move properly, taking it back a bit, putting the body under a certain amount of stress and tension to stimulate some muscular growth and at the same time build strength. So all this stuff to begin with, you won't even necessarily be looking at weights.
So it's just going to be me actually doing probably more like press-ups and bits and pieces. Dan might adapt very quickly, and Dan's having done an exercise before, he might understand movement patterns quicker. So we look at the lower body stuff, leg training comes into very important out for the guys especially. Don't avoid the leg training. So big. Yeah, I've seen all the memes on Facebook of
memes.
These big muscly men with tiny little skinny legs.
The legs, make up a big part of the body, so you want to provide a stimulus to them. Big exercise everyone really knows about out there might be squats and lunges, deadlifts, which would be with barbells. But you have to piece together these movements. If you understand a basic squat pattern, a hinge pattern for deadlifting, it'll become clear as we go on what that means. But you have to learn to begin with, and then it's sort of like I always say to people, you earn your gym license.
Yeah.
So a driving license, you have to have driving lessons before you go for your test.
So I got to work my arse off to.
You always have to earn the right to use his weights. But for what we're looking for with Dan, we know down the line we have to get him onto these exercises, which is why 12 weeks is enough time to see Dan doing these exercises. After 3 or 4 weeks, you start handling bigger weights. But certainly we're testing him hard on body weight exercises.
Yeah, no, if anything, Joe, like during the 12 weeks, feel free to push me. I know, however much I say to my best friend, oh, Joe, you're a bastard, you're really pushing me, and I want you to kind of push me to that level. Like if I throw up, I throw up, and I'll just carry on doing press ups around it. For me, this is going to really kind of see how much, all the thoughts that I've had about my own body and my own physique, how much I can really push it. And again, everyone who knows me knows just how I'm not a big guy. I'm quite skinny and thin. So
and the great thing is you have a goal. So for many people coming in, they don't actually have a goal for the gym. So if you have the goal there, at least when you're working hard in the gym, it's for a reason. And that also helps step by step when you're ticking off the boxes. Sometimes it's not easy, and you think, "Oh, why am I doing it?" Which is very easy.
Oh, that's gone out.
It's very easy to give up sometimes. So, again, in the 12 weeks, you might see a lot of up and downs mentally. I think you might question yourself at some points during the process. So.
Oh, no doubt about it. I'll probably have those moments like, "Why am I doing this?" and stuff.
Because everyone has these moments, and it's very important. The reward comes after, So it's only 12 weeks of your life. I always ask, how long does it take?
Yeah, it's nothing really. I mean, even when I did the Insanity Challenge, I'd have my days that I'd be like, oh, I don't want to go downstairs, I don't want to do the workout and stuff, oh, I just want to relax, or I've got other stuff to do. And then I would think, no, actually, it's only 40 minutes per day that I just need to put my gym gear on. I get to go into my lounge, of all places. I don't have to drive or get a train or bus anywhere. That I'm just literally there, get straight into it, get it done, and then afterwards I'll go, what was I complaining about?
Yeah. For many people that live a sedentary lifestyle, I think Dan's quite lucky. He's actually on the move for a fair bit of his line of work, filming for people.
Yeah.
That helps. So Dan is already a step ahead of Simon because he's a bit more active than
I do a lot of walking.
Some people sitting down a lot, so you already body's primed to get used to. It's already used to moving to a degree. You know, used to lifting some very basic weights, but it's some weight, carrying around his camera bag. So it's worth saying, if you're looking to do a transformation yourself, okay, assess how sedentary are you, and many people are obviously sitting down a lot. So, but I will be getting down to do extra work at home again.
Whatever it takes. You know,
Dan's only seeing me once a day.
To look like Thor.
1 hour a day for 4 days of the week. There's still many hours and days he's not seeing me. So I can't control his whole life. So the more work he can do outside of seeing me.
Yeah.
If you go, if I want to say to Dan, I'm going to set you a press up number to do every day. He's going to do it because he knows that's going to help him get towards this end goal, which he wants to see.
Which I like the idea of that. The actual. You have to be so self-disciplined if you want to get what you want in life, that you really do have to work for it. You know, you can't just sort of sit there and go, oh well, I won't do 100 press-ups today, I'll do 200 tomorrow, and then you find tomorrow that you're like, oh, I've only done 50, I can't be bothered to do anymore.
There's no shortcuts really to the results. You know, it's hard work, and discipline, and they won't fall into your lap. Yeah. And you know, we'll get a result no matter what, but we're going to really maximise it, knowing that you've done everything you possibly could to progress, really, which is the main thing. So it's not just time with me, it's time on your own as well. That's the extra yards you've got to put in, I think, if you want to see an even bigger result. Yeah. And so nutritional discipline is something Dan will.
I want to be strict. I want to be strict on everything. So yeah, it's not even just with the fitness. If I can, I mean, it's a little bit difficult with being with family at the moment, but yeah, ideally I want to try and stick to a regime as much as possible. You know, even if it does mean I am having a separate meal as opposed to everyone else. But yeah, hopefully that will be something that I'll talk about. We'll talk about the nutritionist.
Sacrifices Dan has to make, but
yeah,
it's I think for such a goal, you have to make sacrifices.
Oh yeah, I think this isn't one of those projects that people just kind of wake up one morning and go, oh, you know what, I'm going to do this. Well, maybe for me, but you know, it's, you know, I can definitely. This is one, like, you know, I really want to kind of push myself with. So I had thought about it, and what I'm going to do with as for filming each week, as much as it would be great to film every single session, in truth, I don't want Joe to be giving away his entire program that he's going to be doing for me and all of the workouts and stuff. In truth, if you want that, then you'll have to either go to Joe as a client or have a consultation with him, or even, you know, and again, just getting out of the house and even just either getting yourself in a gym or seeing a personal trainer or a nutritionist is already going to be that kind of step in the right direction. But I think what I'll do is at the end of each week, then we'll have our filming together. Sure. I think every single day, I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of exercises that will be the same rinse and repeated anyway. So even that, there's no point sort of us filming bits. And again, I don't want everyone knowing everything that you do. I want that to kind of be more or less secret for you. Yeah. But definitely something that I really want to do is every single week, as well as I want to take a photo.
Yeah, well, something we'll be doing, and it's always worth having is marks of progression. So photos are such an easy way. Every week, 12 weeks of photos, and it's nice to see back to back how they look. That's the main measurement we'll be taking, is the photos. We'll do some measurements as well. So
cool. Yeah, I was going to ask actually if we were going to do anything, because it'd be interesting to know what I am now. Like with, is it a BMI? Is that the body mass or body? Oh, there's one that you can kind of like check for body fat, but
body fat is typically where we look for these days as someone at your type of goal, it's worth looking at is your body fat percentage.
Right.
As health indicators, there's more tests that can be done. Nutritional tests, sort of tests for carb, food tolerances and food sensitivities and things like that. There's loads that can be done, but your goal is, okay, I want to come in and put some muscle mass, get as ripped as I can. Then what better way to see, okay, as it works is looking at the pictures. Really, the pictures don't lie.
Yeah.
Even close size, maybe we can look to fill down out.
Yeah, that I haven't I haven't actually yet gone close shot. I need to do a shot, but ideally I've realised that it's probably worth me doing it in the summer. Yeah. So in the 3 months' time after all this.
Go for that.
Yeah.
Things like basic chest measurements. We'll look at these.
No.
It's useful to have, and weight as well. And hopefully, you can look to see changes in Dan's weight. But weight is not the whole story. Then we have weighted exercises throughout. It'd be nice if we can get down, seeing how much you can lift at a certain point, and then at the end how much you can lift. So as you'll see the progression, you always have to have the goals of how much he's lifting 1 week to the next week, and at the end. So yeah, stronger and bigger is nice.
Yeah, however big and muscly and ripped I can get would be great. But no, that's sweet. No, I'm glad we got to kind of chat about everything first before the actual challenge, because I know the guys and girls as well, I guess, are gonna find it interesting to see just how over the next sort of 3 months how everything will, that actual progression, and it should be fun. But I mean, is there anything that you want to ask me for anything that we'll do over the next 3 months?
I think we've got it. I mean, I know you're going to put in the work, so Dan's assured me he's going to put in the work.
Yeah,
so it's my
get
time,
the whips out otherwise.
My time I'm putting into it as well. So all I can do is give Dan all my expertise and motivation. So then it's up to Dan to receive it well and take it on board. Yeah. And that's, I know if Dan is I'm not going to say he's an ordinary guy. It's the wrong word. He's not ordinary, but
interesting. I'll take interesting.
He's someone who's dabbled in weights, in and out of gyms before, and done bits and pieces. But we're going to prove to you that anyone, if they've got enough of a goal in their mind and enough passion to want to change, after 12 weeks is a good time to change. And then after that, then we hope Dan can take that on board as a lifestyle change. But in those 12 weeks, he's going to push himself as hard as he can to achieve his main goal right now, which is getting bigger. And so in that, it's possible. And, we'll definitely hope everyone out there will take big encouragement from the fact. And seeing someone like myself just for 12 weeks is, it's not for 4 times a week. Might seem like a big commitment, but really, if you see results, then it's not so great.
And again, like with what Joe, in fact, with what you said before about that, 12 weeks or 3 months is only just a very small portion of your life. Yeah. But then if it means actually getting a result that you want, that you can be happy with, and if you maintain it for years to come, then you'll always be in a state that you'll always be happy with.
Hopefully, this is probably the healthiest way of achieving a result. That's what we like to think. Is we're not going to do anything extreme, drastic, impossible things with nutrition. Nutritionists will cover it, but this is stuff that you can take on board going forwards as well. There might be a few things that you'll do that you might not do going forwards. We'll see, but the main thing is not to be so drastic. And many people look for plastic surgery, shortcuts these days, and how can I look like this? And it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's just having someone there to show you what to do properly in the gym.
Yeah, and just putting in the effort.
And then put the effort in, and then we'll see what we can do. And if there's limitations in terms of genetics that come into it, but they're just excuses sometimes at the end of the day for many people. Say, it's impossible. I'm not genetically made up for this. But some people get more an advantage genetically, but there's certainly, you can do a lot of what you have, and you have to make the most of it at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, cool. All right. Yeah, no, sweet. No, cheers for that, Joe.